Hello everyone, welcome to the human layer. So let's move on now. In our last video we built a pop-up where we have actually blocked specific sites. Now let's understand. I want to temporarily enable this particular site. I don't want to again repeat the step of adding it to the block list. I want to also make sure no others can be removing it without knowing me. Let's suppose if some other user is coming here, I don't want him to block, so that we'll set some kind of a password so that no others will be able to block it. Okay. Now let's come here. Let's take our changes. This is a YouTube fix in our previous video. YouTube blocking issue fix. Okay, so we'll commit these changes so that it will be useful for our future reference. Okay, now moving. Now I'm asking agent to create a new page where I want to have a previous history. Also, I want to give an option to disable it at the same time. Okay, we'll go step by step. Okay, please create a dashboard where a user can see the blocked websites. He can temporarily disable the website from blocking. Okay. So now I am only asking a agent to create a full page where user can see the blocked websites. So list of websites he blocked. He can also block a new website there, and he can delete it, and he can also disable that website so that temporarily it will start working again for him until unless he enable it again. So now let's understand the implementation plan. Okay, so it actually created an implementation plan for us. Okay, if you open the implementation plan, so it given the implementation plan here. So it's creating a dashboard and migrations for existing, and it is actually updating the pop-up. Why it is updating the pop-up? Because we have to have a placement where to go to the dashboard, right? So that's the reason. So let's see. Now it started implementing. Let's see the task so that we'll get to know. So it's updated the manifest and also refactored the background.js and pop.js. Okay. Also it created it should create a dashboard.js and all. Let's see the task. So this is the implementation plan. So it's creating a dashboard.html and also it's CSS for it and the JavaScript for it and the logic updates. Check if block sites item are string. If so, convert to objects. So that okay. Why it is doing this? Because let me accept these changes. Now we have an option. Now we don't have a direct delete option. We have a disable option as well. So it's checking whether this particular site is enabled or disabled. So it's converting into an object, nothing but. Okay. Let it finish its job so that we'll reload the extension and we'll see. Also see. Okay. Accept. So it started implementing now the dashboard.html. If you see the dashboard.html, end of this particular tutorial will go through the complete code. Will explain what exactly it did fully. Open. So it's done. It's completed its job now. So we'll actually reload it and see first. So let's go to the extensions. Okay, refresh it. Okay, now it didn't provided us actually a placement for dashboard, so let's ask for the placement actually. Meanwhile, let's commit these changes. Okay, so it's a dashboard design. Please give a link to dashboard on pop-up below bottom of the pop-up page. Okay, so what it does, whatever the dashboard.html it designs, so to access that page we need to have a placeholder where users can easily navigate to, because they were not aware of going inside details and getting into that. So that's the reason I am asking AI to actually add another layer. So it is actually updating three things here. One is HTML, CSS and JS, both three. Okay, let's finish it. So if you want to see the changes, you can click the open difference here, so it will actually see. Okay, it does the job. Now let's go back here, refresh, let's open here, see open dashboard is shown. Okay, now you see you have an option to disable and enable here. So if you disable it here, if you see here, it's still showing it as enable here, so that user will be now able to load youtube.com, even though technically it should be also be disabled here. So this is another issue. So another thing is, from this particular dashboard also I want user to be input the YouTube website URLs. So that function also will ask. First, working fine. If I disable a website, it's still showing as active in the pop-up. Okay, before moving this, let's actually commit these changes. Dashboard link placeholder. Okay, so that it will be easy for our reference. So working great. If I disable the website, it's still showing as active in the pop-up. So that it just update the style, I believe, because it already knows that whether this particular object, in our case it's a URL, is actually enabled or disabled. Okay, I hope it should actually just do the changes in CSS. Okay, it is actually doing the changes in the JSS as well. Let's understand what actually it is doing there. So this is the reason I told, like, site disable new CSS class it took, and in this, okay, it has a is enabled or not state it is taking from the particular object. Okay, if it is enabled, it is actually adding the class, whatever the style class it created in the popup.css. Simple. Okay, done. Now let's go back and let's come back to the extension. Let's refresh this. Let's see now you see that youtube.com is disabled. Okay, now let's ask our next step. Allow user to add new URLs from the dashboard as well. Okay, so meanwhile let's commit this. Disable styling miss. Let's commit this. Okay, so now it is actually editing the dashboard.ts. It actually asks to accept our changes, because if you want, you can see the differences before even it actually apply on the files, because once it applied, you cannot revert back, as we having a git. But if a person who is completely dependent on the AI LLMs, if he wants to revert back, he need to explicitly mention it. I don't want this version, I want to go back to the previous version. So that's the reason. Okay, now it's completely done. Now let's go back here, let's come here, open dashboard. Now let's see, it's giving. So let's suppose if I'm doing test.com, so now it's blocked. Let's suppose if I do test.com, it's actually blocked. Okay, that's fine. Continue site, it blocked now. Okay, test.com is blocked now. Okay, now let's move back to the last stage of our application, where I don't want users to delete the site without password. I want to secure this plugin extension, I would say, with the password where user will not be allowed to delete any website without entering the password. So as mentioned before, this is if, let's suppose, if you are sharing your laptop PC with some other users, if you want them to not to delete your existing whatever the sites you blocked, so this will help you to do the changes. So it did implementation. Now it understand. Let's see what exactly it does. Go to dashboard, enter 1234, click save. So okay, we have to enter the password in the dashboard itself. So until unless password is there, I think it will still allow you to meanwhile let's start implementation. Try to toggle a site, model should appear, enter wrong should show error, enter 1234, action should complete. So it should do changes in the multiple places now, because it should do changes in the dashboard. Another thing is pop-up protection. Even in the pop-up, whenever user is trying to delete it, it will show it will prompt you for the password. So there also the changes will be there. So technically it should change most of the files now. The dashboard CSS, dashboard HTML, it does now accepted. Now it is actually go to the pop-up protection. The pop-up side changes also it started doing now. See, implemented password logic in dashboard and pop-up both. Okay, and then no password case. No password case, what exactly it explained? Clear password if feature allowed or test fresh install. Action should work immediately without model. Okay, let's give a try. Let it finish implementing the pop-up HTML changes as well. So it's actually created a pop-up model here. Okay, so and also it's changing the backend logic, the dashboard JS, sorry, yeah. Let me accept the changes. So it all depends, the speed is majorly depends on how many tokens you have in your plan. Okay, the default plan, if you are in a pro version, and you can even take a more tokens, I believe. I will cover that particular video, that particular thing in some other video, where how to get a more tokens from Google. Okay, so it all depends on your internet connection as well, but in my case the internet connection is good, but I hope the tokens are very limited for me, so it's maybe switching from high to low variance model in between. Okay, so it's completely done it. Okay, let's now refresh this. Before that we need to refresh the extension. Okay, sorry. Okay, now let's open dashboard. Let's set a password. So I'm just setting 12345 as my password. Okay, save password. Let's suppose if I want to delete, I have to actually enter a password. Let's suppose I given a wrong password, so it said incorrect password. Now let me give correct password 12345. Okay, are you sure you want to delete? Okay, done, it's deleted. Now let's come back here. Let's try to delete youtube.com. So it is asking password again. I entered the wrong password, it's saying incorrect password. Okay, now let me enter completely correct password, confirm, done. It did worked. Okay, so every time it will ask, because it's not caching any local session or something, so it's a simple plugin. So I think overall that's it. So this is a Google Antigravity tutorial, where with the help of Antigravity and Gemini 3 Pro model, we developed a Google Chrome plugin which actually block the sites. Also, if it will you can temporarily enable the site with the help of toggle option, so that you can add list of sites you want to block, but if you want temporarily any site to be enabled, you can toggle it off. Like see here, like the dashboard, toggle it off and toggle it on. Even for this change, it is good thing that even to toggle off also it is asking for you to do the password. That's good thing. Okay, so disable it. For enabling it, okay. So any operation it is doing it. You can technically edit this only for these operations. If you want, you can do it. Okay, now also we are protecting it. We are protecting the changes to this particular plugin. Full any change you want to do this plugin, it is actually giving you asking you for the password. Okay, block site will not be, because technically you are free to do this. The main job of this particular plugin is actually blocking the site, right? Okay, that's it overall. If you guys having any doubts, please comment it out. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.